Welcome back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for legitimate work from home jobs. Happy Friday. I hope this video finds you well. I have 4 roles for you today, all in healthcare, paying up to $35 per hour. Let's go ahead and jump into the first one with CVS Health, and they're looking for a work-life customer support associate for their EAP program or employee assistance program. And this is a Sunday through Thursday role, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, so you have Fridays off, which is really nice. And this is work at home. It looks like they're based in Michigan, but you do not have to live in Michigan. It says here that this is a fully remote role and is able to work anywhere in the US. So don't worry about that there. Now let's look at this role a little more closely. You're going to be responsible for taking incoming calls to support members with the provision and use of work-life employee assistance programs and management consultant resources. Okay, so think about employee benefits like maybe mental health therapy, if they're taking some kind of leave of absence, things like that is usually what EAP is centered around. Now, they again have the schedule listed here. For training, it's going to be the first 6 weeks of employment, and holiday and PTO requirements. As a 24-hour call center operation, we will treat holidays as normal working business days unless you have been approved for time off. So in other words, you can take holidays off, you just have to specifically request it off. It's going to be a regular business day as usual because healthcare is around the clock, right? Even on the employee side. So especially on the employee side, right? This means you would work your normal shift if the company observed holiday falls on your normal workday. No PTO available the first 45 days of employment, okay? And this is, again, fully remote anywhere in the US. And I'm just going to read this in great detail about what you will be doing in the role. I'm just going to read a couple of these for you. Determines purpose of call by actively listening and interacting with callers. Triages call in a professional and timely manner, recognizes crisis situations and evaluates for needed action to minimize risk, receives calls transferred from counselors and provides immediate member assistance, communicates effectively with all internal stakeholders, and it goes on from there. Now, the requirements are actually not that long for this position. You just need a 1-year experience in a call center environment and be experienced in a social, psychological, or human service field providing client support. So that's a pretty wide umbrella. It could be a different company you worked for that provides some sort of support in this arena. It could be if you've worked in social work before, maybe you've worked for a counseling center or something like that. So use your imagination in terms of like making yourself marketable for this role. And honestly, even if you've worked in some sort of customer support environment that is not specific to this arena, I would still apply because they're really only looking for a year of experience, and sometimes they don't expect you to meet all the requirements even if there are only 2. So, and they probably need several of these positions filled because of course they are a large organization. So keep that in mind. I would just apply, you never know. Workspace requirements, it lets you know some kind of technical aspects here, like technical requirement for personal residential internet service. So have your own internet service, of course. Select internet service that is either broadband or fiber, and they go more into detail there with your internet speed and whatnot. So just make sure you meet those technical requirements. Preferred qualifications, it's a Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degree. It's preferred. They don't even specify a specific major. Hence, going back to here where I said, if you haven't worked in client support specific to this arena, still apply because even though they prefer a degree, they don't specify a specific major. So that means they're probably pretty open. As long as you show that you're adaptable and that you're a quick learner, and that you're eager to learn something new, and that you're trainable, you have a pretty good shot, okay? Education, high school diploma, pay range, typical pay range is $18.50 to $35.29 per hour. And also take note that they anticipate to close this application on February 1st. It is currently January 31st, so apply ASAP today if you are interested in this role. They are looking to hire immediately, so jump on this while you can. Let's go to the next company. It is with Equip Health, and it says Equip is a leading virtual evidence-based eating disorder treatment program on a mission to ensure that everyone with an eating disorder can access treatment that works. This is remote in the US. It's a medical record specialist 1 position, full-time. And the Medical Records Specialist 1 is responsible for maintaining, organizing, and managing patient health information in compliance with regulatory requirements and organizational policies. And you're going to be collecting, organizing, and maintaining medical records, of course. You're going to enter patient information into the electronic medical record system. You're going to update patient charts as needed, safeguard patient information by following the HIPAA laws and organizational confidentiality protocols, regulatory audit records not regulatory, regularly audit records to ensure compliance with legal and regulatory standards, and it goes on from there, but you get the idea of the role. Let's look at the qualifications. It's desirable but not required that you are certified clinical medical assistant. As someone who's worked in medical records before, I can tell you that this is definitely not a requirement. But of course, I put it's highly desirable, but you do not need that to work in medical records. 1 year of professional experience in medical records management or a related healthcare setting, strong knowledge of medical terminology, health information systems, and HIPAA regulations, detail-oriented with excellent organizational and problem-solving skills, effective communication skills for interacting with patients, staff, and external entities, and the ability to prioritize and handle multiple tasks in a fast-paced environment. And the compensation package is here. You get a pay range between $50,000 to $60,000 base pay, plus, and this is huge, a 20% annual performance-based bonus potential. That is huge. Most companies aren't doing that anymore, especially in healthcare, traditional healthcare settings. So that is a nice plus. Time off, flexible PTO. They recommend you take 3 to 5 weeks every year, plus 11 paid company holidays. And then for medical benefits, you get that full coverage there. And you get access to Maven, which is a company paid reproductive and family care benefit for all employees. So if you're thinking about expanding your family, or if you might need some fertility assistance, Maven is a platform that can assist with that. So this is amazing that they're paying for your subscription to that or your access to that platform. That is huge. And then employee assistance program. It's a company paid resource, like with the last role for CVS, for mental health, legal services, financial support, and more. Okay? And then other benefits, on top of that, they have a really robust benefits package. $50 a month stipend added directly to an employee's paycheck to cover home internet expenses, and a one-time work-from-home stipend of up to $500. So if you're not familiar, a work-from-home stipend is usually used to help you set up your home office. So that's what that is. And they actually have another role I was going to highlight with the same company. It is Patient Services Representative 1, also remote within the U.S. And this role is responsible for managing inbound patient inquiries via phone call, email, or other forms of communication. You'll provide program information, discuss insurance and finances, and hand off interested families to the specialist. Okay? You're also going to help with some of the scheduling, collecting patient information, especially about their insurance and things like that. The requirements for this role is 2 years or more of experience in a call center environment. You must be experienced in a fast-paced environment, strong skills in communication across the board, organized and results-driven, comfortable in a fast-paced environment. They really hammer that in. And the hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Central Time. And then it's a bonus if you have experience in healthcare, of course, working in a remote environment, working for a health tech startup like this one, or a passion for mental health and eating disorder treatment and expanding access to treatment. And the pay for this is $21 to $24 per year, okay? So, and they do not specify the same benefits package on this page. I don't know if that's just a difference, and maybe whoever set up these job listings, or maybe if it only applies to some jobs and not others, but that would be something to inquire about if you apply to this specific role, okay? Let's jump to the next company. It is with Trusted Health, and they're looking for a care coordinator, customer service rep. This is remote anywhere within the U.S. And it says Trusted is the leading digital labor marketplace and workforce management solution for the healthcare industry. So essentially, they help healthcare companies fill in those gaps where they need some providers to fill in the schedules for the patient load that they have, and they seem to focus specifically or especially on nursing and with other clinicians. Okay, now what they're looking for is like we're looking for someone passionate about customer support and experience to join our care coordinator team. The care coordinator team is responsible for triaging, supporting, and resolving issues our clinicians may face. This role is on a team that is highly cross-functional and leverages knowledge of the entire Trusted experience. At Trusted, we are not in the business of checking boxes or quickly finishing tickets, so we need someone passionate about engaging in conversation with and providing memorable experiences for our nurses, okay? So the customer in this sense will be primarily the nurses. And then they go more into detail there. What they're looking for you to have here, they have some qualities like your customer focus, a strong communicator, great team player, not afraid of change, and a problem solver. You need a high school diploma, 2 to 4 years in customer service, an appreciation and appetite to deliver incredible customer experience. You must be tech savvy, have great time management, the ability to work independently and quickly, the ability to work a standard schedule or set schedule, and the ability to work remotely, including having a consistent minimum internet speed of 25. I can't remember what this stands for at the moment, but they list it here, so make sure that your internet speed is up to par. And then the ability to work a regularly assigned schedule, including evening and weekends. So take note of that. After orientation, this position will tentatively be scheduled Sunday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time, so local to wherever you are in the U.S. And you must be willing to adjust your schedule to meet the team and company needs, okay? And the pay range for this role is $21.50 per hour up to $28 per hour. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend or family member that is looking for a remote role or could benefit from this information, especially if they have healthcare experience. There's a wealth of opportunities out there for these growing health tech companies, and I've shared several with you this week alone, and of course within this video. And as always, check out artbetter.com if you want some assistance streamlining the process of creating resumes and cover letters for the jobs you're applying to. And you can also get some interview support and some continued job search specific to the similar type of roles you're looking for. Thank you again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video again. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend.